Hey guys, good evening. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, still if anyone unable to hear me, just rejoin. If anyone unable to hear me, rejoin the session. Rejoin into session. If anyone unable to hear me, rejoin into session. If anyone unable to hear me, rejoin into session. Just rejoin. Yeah, let us start session. Yes, yesterday's class. Yes, yesterday class about these basics. Previous class about all these basics. Yes, about interpreter compiler topic discussed. Next, Java introduction discussed. Java depends on both compiler as well interpreter. Java depends on both compiler as well interpreter. So this topic discussed yesterday. After this is completed. Yes, today topic. 1 second. Yes, your batch. 8 p.m. See. Day 2. Yes, Java features. Yes, this topic. This topic. Today we'll discuss about Java features. Yes, now you can understand Java features very clearly. Yes, independent platform. How Java manages independent platform. Okay, next portable to Whoop language. Yes, these features now you can understand very clearly. Yes, all the basics discussed here. All the basics discussed. Now you can understand very clearly. Yes, first about independent platform. Let us start with this. Let us start with independent platform. Yes, let us start with this. The Java is an independent platform. Yes, what does it mean? What does it mean? Java is an independent platform. What does it mean? Yes, Java is independent platform. What does it mean here? Yes, platform means it's a OS. Platform means platform means platform means operating system. Platform means it's a operating system. Platform means it's a operating system. Platform means operating system. So platform means operating system. See previous session about OS discussed, right? OS. Yes, OS. So what is OS? OS is a platform, right? OS. Yeah, wait, Srikar, wait. Today topic, same topic, exactly we are going to discuss. Yeah, you seeing answer. Okay, fine, good, well and good. Now OS. On top of OS, all are running. On top of operating system, all are running. So OS, what is OS? It's a platform, right? OS, it's a platform where we can run all the application software. OS, it's a platform. It's a platform where we can run all the application software. It is a platform where we can run all the application software. OS is a platform. Okay, on top of it, all are running. Now here, platform means OS. That means here, yes, Java program, yes, can run on any operating system. Okay, Java program can run on any operating system, any operating system, any operating system, any operating system. Okay, Java program. See, Java program can run on any operating system. Java program can run on any operating system. Any operating system, Windows, Unix, Linux, Mac OS, like this anyways, Solaris, like this anyways, Java program, Java program can run on any OS. Yes, Windows OS, Unix OS, Linux OS, Mac OS, Solaris, any OS. Okay, yes, fine. So independent platform means independent. Java is an independent platform. What does it mean? Platform means operating system. Platform means operating system. Okay. So that means independent platform means independent platform means one second. Someone disturbance. Yes, here muted everyone. Here what the disturbance? Muted everyone. Yes, anyone doubt is there, you can ping in chat box. Here chat box available. You can ping in chat box. Yes, here muted everyone. For doubts, ping in chat box. Okay. Yes, Java program can run on any operating system like Windows, Unix, Linux, Mac, and Solaris. Okay. No, that's okay, fine. Now, question is here: how? How? Yes. How Java made us independent of platform? How Java made us independent of platform? Yes. How Java made us independent of platform? How Java made us independent of platform? So, question: how Java made us independent? Yes, we should answer this. See, independent of platform means Java program run anyways. At that point, anyone will explain here. Any trainer, any website simply says this one here. But how? How Java made us independent of platform? This is important point here. How Java made us independent of platform? Yes, now we should answer this question. Yes, how to answer this? How Java made us independent of platform? How Java made us independent of platform? Hello, కాల్ చేస్తాం మళ్ళీ క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను. How Java made us independent of platform? Yes, let us see. Yes, before answering here, yes, first of all, you must have the exe file knowledge about the exe file. Yes, if you have the exe file knowledge, then easy to understand it. Yes, see, let us see about the exe file. About the exe file. About the exe file. See about the exe file. About the exe file. Yes, about the exe file. See, what is exactly exe file? Before that, some question for you guys. Exe file. See, yesterday we discussed compiler generates exe file, right? Yesterday we discussed compiler generating exe file. Compiler generating exe file. Compiler generates exe file. Okay. Yes, about same that exe file. Compiler generates exe file. Yes, about that exe file. Yes, question is exe file created on exe file created on Windows OS. Windows OS. Can I run on other operating systems? Can I run on Linux OS? Yes, anyone, can you answer this? Anyone have the idea? Simple question. Question is exe file. Exe file created on Windows OS. Can I run on Linux OS? Anyone can you answer this? Very simple question. Exe file created on Windows OS. Can I run on Linux OS? Exe file created on Windows OS. Can I run on Linux OS? Yes. Come on, guys. What is your answer? Yes or no? Just yes or no. Exe file created on Windows OS. Exe file created on Windows OS. Can I run on Linux OS? Yes. What's your answer? Say yes or no. Yes. Answer is no. Answer is no. Answer is no. Reason. Reason is yes. Reason. exe file, yes, is an OS dependent, exe file is an OS dependent. Reason exe file is an OS dependent. Reason exe file is an OS dependent. That's it here. See, exe file created on Windows OS, can I run on Linux OS? Answer is no here. Reason exe file is a OS dependent. Exe file is an OS dependent. Yes, immediately question why exe file? Why exe file is OS dependent? OS dependent. Why exe file is OS dependent? Yes, now we should answer this. Why exe file is OS dependent? Let us see. Yes. Why exe file is? Let me have some water. Yes, why? Here, why exe file is OS dependent? For this purpose, for this one here. To answer this question, yes, we should know about exe file. Okay. So for this, to answer this question, we should know about exe file. What is exe file exactly? What is exe file? Yes. What does it contain? Yes, we should answer these questions here. What is exe file? What does it contain? Yes, we should answer these questions here. Yes, what is an exe file? What does it contain here? Yes, what is an exe file? See, exe file is a binary. Exe file is a binary code file. Exe file is a binary code file. Exe file is a binary code file. Yes, it is a system understandable language. System understandable is a system understandable language. It's a system understandable language. Okay. So what is exe file? Exe file is a binary code file. Exe file is a binary code file. It's a system understandable language. Exe file is a binary code file. Yes, it is a system understandable language. Exe file is a binary code file, curious ones format. It's a system understandable language. Okay, fine. Yes, what does it contain? Yes, next question. What does it contain here? Yes, next question. What does it contain here? Yes, how to answer this? Yes, let us see answer for this. What does it contain here? Yes, what does it contain? See, what is an exe file? Yes, what is an exe file? Exe file is a binary code file. It's a system understandable language. It's a system understandable language. What does it contain? Yes, let us see. Yes. For example, exe file prepared, on Windows OS. Yes, for example, exe file. Prepared on Windows OS. Then it contains exe file prepared on Windows OS. Exe file prepared on Windows OS. Then it contains, yes, let us see. It contains what? C program exe file. Yes, let us take C program exe file. Here, this is C program, right? Yes, now about C program exe file. Yes, C program exe file. C program exe file prepared on Windows OS. C program exe file prepared on Windows OS. Then it contains what? C program exe file prepared on Windows OS. Now this is Windows OS. Windows based C language here. Now let us see about this. First compiling success. 1 second, backend. See, this is math.cpp. This is math.cpp. Name of the program file is math.cpp. Math.cpp backend. C drive, turbo C, yes, bin folder. Here, math. 1 second. See, this is math.cpp file here. Math.cpp means C++. C language both are same. C++ and C language both are same. Now I'm compiling. When compiled backend, one file generated. This is an object file. See, properties dot obj. What is this obj file here? So math.obj file, this is generated. This object file contains binary code for your C program. Binary code for C program. That object file contains binary code for C program. Yeah, this is complete your C program, right? For this binary code, math.obj. Yes, C compiler converts this whole program. C compiler converts this code into binary code and write to one object file, math.obj file generated. Next, apart from this, see, these are predefined libraries. Yes, STD, IB data, conv data, they are libraries, right? They are predefined libraries. These libraries also having its own binary codes. Yeah, these libraries also having its own binary codes. Predefined binary code. These libraries, predefined libraries, they are header files. These header files having its own binary codes. Next, for our C program binary code is this math.obj file here. Okay. Now, when you try to run it here, now it will create one exe file back and see that exe file created. That exe file executed. Yes, how that exe file creating here? Yes, now C compiler taking math.obj means binary code for our C program. Next, binary code for C library means std IO data and converters. This binary code for this library here. Okay, C compiler taking binary code of your program. Next, binary code for C library and binary code for OS library. By linking all the libraries, generates one exe file. Generating exe file. Generates exe file. Okay. C program exe file. Prepared in this way, then it contains binary codes. Binary code for C program. Binary code for C program plus binary code for C library. Binary code for C library. Yes, binary code for C program. Okay, next, binary code for C library plus binary code for OS library. Binary code for OS library. Okay, C program exe file prepared and in this ways. C program exe file prepared and in this ways. Then it contains binary code for C program plus binary code for C library plus binary code for OS library. By linking all of this, it generates exe file. So that exe file is linked with OS library. See, now here it's a Windows OS, right? Windows OS. So links with Windows OS library here. Okay. C program exe file prepared on Windows OS. Then it contains binary code for C program, binary code for C library, binary code for C library, binary code for Windows OS library. By linking with Windows OS library, generating exe file. That exe file contains Windows OS library. See, previous classes we discussed about OS. Yes, OS topic. Yes, see, last point. Every program has to link with OS library before going to run. Every program has to link with OS library. So this C program, C++, Java, all the programs linking with OS library. That's it here. Okay, now C program exe file prepared in this ways. Then it contains binary code for C program, binary code for C library, binary code for OS library. So OS library also linked with exe file. That is C program exe file. Let us take one more example. Yes, one more example. C program exe file prepared on Linux OS. Then it contains binary code for C program, Binary code for C library, binary code for Linux OS library. Linux OS library. Linux OS. Yes, let me show on the Linux also. Yes, Linux you can understand very clearly. See, this is Turbo C IDE. Behind of this, everything happens. Linux we can see manually here. Manually, we have to create everything. Linux. Let us go to Linux. Linux. Yes, we'll develop a simple program. Linux. Yes, very useful topic too. Yes, if you know about exe file, then easy to understand independent of platform. Yes, even interview point of also very important that exe file. Yes, demo login. Yes, Linux login. Linux wait. Yes, Linux terminal. This is present working directory home demo ls that list that contains here is mnraw cd mnraw change of directory change to mnraw present working directory yes mnraw ls. Guys, 1 second, guys. Don't think about Linux base. Our topic is about exe file. Yes, you don't worry about Linux base. In Linux, I'm using some commands pwd present working directory ls list cd change of directory. Yes, you guys don't think about Linux base. You guys don't think about Linux base. Yes, now try to understand about exe file. Try to understand about exe file. 1 second. 1 second. I'm deleting some files here. Remove. Restart. Pardon. Yes. Okay. Gedit test.c. Yes, I'm writing test program test.c. C. Yes, this is here a equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to a plus b addition, c equal to a minus b subtraction, c equal to a into multiplication, right? So this is a program. Okay. Now compilation. Yes, ls test.c program cc hyphen c compilation test.c compiled. After compilation, test.o file generated. Okay. Now creating exe cc hyphen o. Yes, some project exe file test.o. Yes, exe file created. So project exe file created. Yes, dot slash project. See that addition, subtraction, multiplication. Right. Okay. Now let me explain one by one clearly. The program executed addition 30, subtraction minus 10, multiplication 200. Yes, let me explain one by one here. Remove, restart, remove start.work, the object file remove here, ls. Yes, gedit test.c, test.c. That C program a equal to 10, b equal to 20. So c equal to a plus means it's a additional value 30, a minus b minus 10, subtraction minus 10, multiplication 200, 10 into 20 it's a 200. Suppose there are some errors here. Here also like errors here. Yes, yesterday we discussed about compiler, right? Yesterday discussed about compiler. There are some errors, some mistakes here. Save it here. Now compile it. cc-c test.c. Yes, yesterday same point we discussed. Compiler checking whole program from top to bottom and shows all the errors. Yesterday point. Yesterday topic. Compiler checks whole program from top to bottom and shows all the errors. So compiler checks whole program from top to bottom, shows all the errors. See error at 10th line. 12th line, 14th line, and 21st line. All the compiler shows all the errors from top to bottom. Same yesterday's point. Yes, now let us correct all the mistakes here. Yes, here semicolon missing. Okay, next here comma missing. Okay, next here semicolon missing. Here semicolon missing. Save it. Save it. After saving, now let us compile. cc-c test.c. Compile, just only compile. Yes, compile, no error. Compiled, no error. ls, see that. Test.o, it's object file, right? This object file contains binary code for C program. Binary code for your C program. Test.o. This object file contains binary code for your C program. Binary code for C program. Binary code for C program. Okay. Now cc yes -o projects. That ex name is project here. Test.o. Yes, that exe file created. The project exe file created. Yes. CC means C language compiler. CC means C language compiler. Just only compiling options is compiled and test.o file created. Now cc-o means linking object file generating project exe. That exe name project here. Project exe. Okay, now run it here. That project exe run it here. Yes, addition, subtraction, multiplication. That exe file. Now what happens here? C language compiler. How that project exe file generates here? C compiler takes test.o means binary code for your C program plus binary code for binary code for C library, stdio data center file, and binary code for Linux OS lib. By linking all of this in generating this project exe file, generating project exe file. So that project exe file contains contains binary code for C program, binary code for C library, binary code for Linux OS library. C program exe file prepared a Linux base, then it contains binary code for C program, binary code for C library, now binary code for Linux based library. That's it here. Okay. Yes. Now let me show that exe file. Zrich, that project exe file. Open. I am opening that exe file. Just opening exe file. Opening exe file. Opening exe file. Yes. Here binary code like exe file binary code. It's a binary code. This is binary code. Zero response format. System understandable language. Yeah, but exe format is like this. Exe format, zero response format. See that zero response format. It's exe format. Okay. That is project exe file. This exe file contains what? In Linux, there is a file command to check the type of the file. Suppose test.c. Yes, what's the type of this test.c file? See this. File command is to check the type of the file here. File command is to check the type of the file test.c. What is test.c? C source ASCII text. C source ASCII text. C source ASCII text. Okay. Now file commands. Yes, project. Yes. Now file command checking project exe. See this executable project. It's executable file here. Okay. Yes. Now ld-linux x86-64.so means is extension for the OS library. .so is an extension for the OS library. That means Linux library. Linux OS library. So that project exe file contains what? The project exe file contains what? Linux OS library. That means that exe file linked to OS library. That exe file is linked to OS library. Okay. Yes, practically sure this is topic. Okay. Yes, actually it's embedded C concept. Embedded C concept here. Okay. See, just Java trainer, they don't know about all the concepts here. What is exactly exe file? They can't show practically here. Even they don't know what is exe file. Java trainer simply just Java trainer just will explain about independent platform, that's it. But they don't explain about that exe file. It's embedded C, completely embedded C knowledge here. Yes, my first initial career is embedded C. First two, yes, 3 years embedded C. My career first 3 years embedded C. So because of that reason only, I'm able to explain about this topic here. Okay. Yes, now here, the C program. So C program exe file prepared on Windows OS. Then it contains binary code for C program, binary code for C library, binary code for Windows OS library. Suppose C program exe file prepared on Linux OS. Then it contains binary code for C program plus binary code for C library, binary code for Linux OS library. Let us take one more example. One more example. Yes, a C++ program. Let us take C++. C++ program exe file prepared on Windows OS. Then it contains binary code for C++ program plus binary code for C++ library. Okay, plus binary code for yes Windows OS library. That's all about exe file. Okay, so what is happening? Exe file, yes, exe file, yes, exe file always links with OS library, OS library. So exe file always links with OS library. Okay, yes, at the time of generating, at the time of generating exe file, yes, at the time of generating exe file, yes, it links with OS library, right? Yes, it is a statical linking. It is a statically linking. It's a statical linking. It is a statical linking. Yes, it is a statical linking. Okay. See, exe file always links with OS library. Exe file always links with OS library. Exe file always links with OS library. At the time of generating exe file, it links with OS library here. At the time of generating exe file itself, yes, linking. It is a static linking here. Statical linking. Statically means fixed. Once linked here, that link never changes. Statically means fixed. Statically means fixed. Statically means fixed here. Fixed. That link never changes. Fixed. Okay, that link. Yes, that link never changes. Never changes. Never. That link never changes. That link never changes. Okay, static elements fixed. That link never changes. Okay, now this is about exe file. Now finally here, what is exe file? Exe file contains program code, binary code for our C program, a binary code for C library, binary code for OS library. Okay, yes. Suppose, for example, get test.exe file, some test.exe file prepared on Windows OS, then yes, it links with yes Windows library, Okay, yes, test.exe file prepared Windows OS, then it links with Windows OS library, here. Okay, yes, now test.exe file, yes, with Win library, yes, working on different operating systems, working on different operating systems. Let us see the test.exe file with Win library working on different operating systems or platforms. Different operating systems or platforms. Let us see. Let us take different operating systems here. Suppose our computer hardware. Yes, hardware. On top of hardware, yes, operating system. On top of there, yes. First, let us take Windows operating system. Let us take Windows OS. Windows operating system. On top of hardware, this is a Windows operating system. 1 second. Hardware. Yes, hardware on top of it, Windows OS. Windows operating system. Windows. Okay, Windows OS. Windows OS with Win library. Win library. Windows OS Win library. Okay. Yes, hardware. On top of hardware, Windows OS with Windows library here. Okay. Now on top of it, now running our exe file. Yes, test.exe file. Not test.exe, test.exe file. So test.exe file. Yes. See, hardware on top of hardware is a Windows OS. On Windows OS running test.exe. See here test.exe file with Windows library working on different operations. First about Windows OS on Windows OS. So when you try to run test.exe file, yes, it will try to call Win library. It will try to call Win library. It will try to call Windows library here. The test.exe file, it will try to call Windows library. Yes, available. Using that library communicates with the hardware component that is so successfully completing. See test.exe file with Windows library working on different platforms. First on Windows OS. Okay. Not test.exe. When you try to execute this test.exe file, when you try to run test.exe file here, yes, it will try to call Windows OS library because it's linked. Yes, linked with Windows OS library. Already linked with Windows OS library. Since linked with Windows OS library, it will try to call Windows library. Yes, available. Using that library, communicates with hardware. So successfully finishing. Okay, now let us take another platform. Let us take another platform. Suppose Linux. Linux platform. Linux platform. Yes, Linux OS. With Linux library. Linux OS with Linux library. Yes, how it's working here. Now, same test.exe file, if you try to run a Linux OS, what happens here? Now this test.exe, when you try to run test.exe file, yes, it will try to call to Windows library because already linked with Windows library. It's a fixed, statically linked. See, it is statically linked. Statically means fixed. That link never changes. Link never changes. Link never changes. Okay. So the test.exe file, yes, when you try to run test.exe file, yes, it will call to Windows OS library, but here is not available. Yes, that OS library is not matching. Test.exe file, it will try to call Windows OS library, but is not matching. OS change, right? Different ways, not matching. Since library is not matching, simply that exe file fails. Exe file cannot run on Linux OS. See, exe file prepared on Windows OS, running on only Windows OS. It cannot run on Linux OS because library changed. Library not matching. Okay, since not matching, it fails here. Okay, let us take one more OS here. Suppose test.exe file. Yes, Mac OS. Let us take Mac OS. Mac OS with Mac library. Mac OS with Mac library. Mac OS with Mac library. So when you try to run same test.exe file, when you try to run Mac OS here, now this will try to call Windows library on Mac OS, but not available. Again fails. Again fails. That's it. So that's the reason it's OS dependent here. Okay, it's a OS dependent. Okay, yes. Since exe file linked. Yes, since exe file statically linked. Statically, yes, statically linked with OS library. OS library. OS library. Yes, it is a OS dependent. OS dependent. Dependent. That's it here. Since exe file statically linked with OS library, so OS dependent here. That's it here. So here question of why exe file is OS dependent. Okay. So what does it contain? Answer. These are answers here. Yes. Why exe file is OS dependent? Why exe file is OS dependent? Answer. Yes. Exe file statically linked with OS library. Okay. Since exe file statically linked with OS library, it's OS dependent here. OS dependent. That's it here. Okay. Yes. It contains OS library. Since exe file statically linked with voice library, it's voice dependent. That's it here. So this is about exe file. Okay. So now let us review all the points here. Yes. Yes, about exe file. See, exe file create on Windows OS. Can I run on Linux OS? No. I think now it's clear. This point is clear. Exe file create on Windows OS. Can I run on Linux OS? No. Answer is no. Reason, exe file is a voice dependent. Exe file is an voice dependent. Why exe file is voice dependent? Yes, answer. Yes, reason here, exe file statically linked with voice library. Yes, it's an voice dependent here. Yes, it's a voice dependent here. It's a voice dependent. What is an exact exe file here? Exe file is a binary code file. Yes, it's a system understandable language. System understandable language. Yes, what does it contain? Exe file contains what? C, yes, C program, exe file and this way, then it contains binary code for C program, binary code for C library, and binary code for Windows OS library. If it is Linux, Linux library. Okay. If it is Mac OS, that contains Mac OS library. That's it here. Okay. So exe file prepared on Windows OS, then it contains Windows OS library. If exe file prepared on Linux OS, that contains Linux OS library. That's it here. So here exe file always links with OS library. At the time of generating exe file itself, it links with OS library. It's a statical linking. Statically means fixed. That link never changes. That link never changes. Okay, never changes. Okay, yes. Exe file prepared on Windows OS. Then on different platforms. When you try to run a Windows OS, yes, it will try to call Windows library. Yes, available. It makes a call to Windows OS library. It's available, then executing successfully completion here. Same exe file on Linux OS. Now it will try to call to Windows OS library. Yes, it will on Linux OS. It will try to call to Windows OS library, but not available. No, not matching. Simply fails. Yes, same exe file on Mac OS. Mac OS again fails. That is here. Since exe file statically linked with OS library, it's a OS dependent. It's a OS dependent. It's a OS dependent. That's it here. Since exe file statically linked with OS library, it's a OS dependent. That's it. Okay. Now let us see Java program. Yes, Java. Yes, about Java dot class file. About Java dot class file. Yes, Java dot class file. Yes, is an independent platform. How? Okay. See how? Yes, actually our question is how Java yes made us independent platform. That is actual question. Independent platform. Independent platform. That is actually our question. Okay, how Java made us independent platform? Yes, let us say about Java dot class file. Yes, about Java dot class file. See about Java dot class file. So what is dot class file? Yes, dot class file. Dot class file is a bytecode file. Bytecode file. Dot class file is a bytecode file. Okay. Yes, bytecode file. Yes, it is a JVM understandable language. JVM is Java Virtual Machine. JVM is Java Virtual Machine. JVM is Java Virtual Machine. Yes, dot class file. Dot class file is a bytecode file. It's a JVM understandable language. JVM understandable. JVM understandable language. It's a JVM understandable language. It's a JVM understandable language. Dot class file. Dot class file is a bytecode file. It is a JVM understandable language. Okay. Yes. Now dot class file contains what? Let us see. Dot class file contains. Yes, contains what? Dot class file contains what? Dot class file contains what? Let us see. Yes. For example, here. For example, dot class file. Yes, dot class file prepared on Windows OS, then it contains, then it gets like a C programming here also. If dot class file prepared on Windows OS, then it contains what? It contains what? Same example in Java also, let us take. Okay. Yes, then it contains what here? Yes. Same example. Dot class file prepared in this way, then it contains what here? Same example. C program exe file. In place of this, now Java program dot class file. In case of exe, now it's a dot class file. Dot class file. Java program dot class file prepared in this ways, then it contains bytecode. Yes, bytecode for Java program, bytecode for Java program. Okay, next bytecode for Java library. Java, see, every language has its own library here. C language library, C++ library, Python library, Java library, like this. Every language has its own library here. Okay, C language library developed in C language only. C++ library developed in C++. Python library developed in Python only here. Java library developed in Java only here. Okay. Now bytecode for Java program. See, Java program dot class file prepared in this ways. Then it contains bytecode for Java program, bytecode for Java library. Next, plus binary code for OS library. No, don't have this part. Only this much. So Java program dot class file contains bytecode for your Java program and bytecode for predefined Java library. See, Java library also developed in Java. Java library also developed in Java. That means a pure Java program. Okay. Yes, it is a. Yes, it's a. Yes, it is a. Yes, pure. Yes. Yes, it's a pure Java program. It's a pure Java program. Java program. Yes, in bytecode format. In bytecode format. In bytecode format. Okay. Yes, it don't have any OS library. Yes, you don't have any OS library. Yes, it is free from OS library. It is free. Yes, free from OS library. It's free from OS library. Yes, it's free from OS library here. That's about dot class file. Okay, see, dot class file prepared in this ways. Then it contains bytecode for Java program plus bytecode for Java library. That means it's a pure Java program in bytecode format. Pure Java program bytecode format. Yes, it don't have any OS library. It don't have any OS library. Yes, it is free from OS library. It is free from OS. It is free from OS library. It is free from OS. Just it's a free from OS library. Yes, it's a free from OS library. Okay, so you get dot class file. See, dot class file. Yes, dot class file prepared. Dot class file prepared on any ways. On any ways. Yes, you don't have. Yes, you don't have any OS library. You don't have any OS library. Yes, prepared on any ways. Maybe Windows base, Linux base, or Linux base. Yes, dot class file prepared on any ways here, but don't have any OS library here. So dot class file prepared on any ways here. Yes, you don't have any OS library. That means it is free from OS library. Simply it's a free from OS library. Okay, fine. Now let us see. For example, tested dot class file. Tested dot class file. Yes, working on different platforms. Working on different platforms. Working on different platforms. Different platforms. So different platforms. How test dot class file working on different platforms here? Okay, tested dot class file. See, tested dot class file working on different platforms. Tested dot class file working on different platforms. How tested dot class file working on different platforms? Tested dot class file working on different platforms. Okay. See, tested dot class file on different platforms. Yes, let us take different platforms here. Different platforms. First, let us take Windows platform. Let us take Windows platform. Windows platform. Yes, Windows platform. See, tested dot class file. So this tested dot class file placing on Windows platform. How it's working? Not tested dot class file. Test dot class file. No. When you try to run it, what happens? Now test.class file placed on Windows OS and try to run. What happens here? When you try to run this test.class file, when you try to run this test.class file here, it won't work directly here. This test.class file won't run directly. It won't run. Reason. See, every program has to link with OS library before going to run here. Even Java program also has to link with OS library. Without linking with OS library, your program will not run here. Every program has to link with OS library. So linking with OS library, using library communicates with the hardware components. So it has to link here. It has to link. Yes, even Java program also has to link. But where is that link? No, it's not linked. The test.class is free from OS library. It is free from OS library. It's not linked. It's not linked. It's free from OS library. Then how it can run? No, it can't run. The test.class file cannot run directly here. The test.class file cannot run directly here. Okay. Now this test.class file has to link with Windows OS library. Yes, someone has to link this test.class file. Even Java program also has to link with OS library here. Who will link it here? This tested.class file. Yes, this should be linked with OS library. The tested.class file should be linked with OS library. Who will link it here? Who will link it here? Yes, for this purpose, between tested.class file and OS, one more layer comes. One more layer comes. So between tested.class file, Windows OS, one more layer comes. What is that layer? Anyone can guess it? Between tested.class file, Windows OS, one more layer comes. Yes, what is that layer? Anyone can guess it? Yes, you guys, anyone can guess it? Anyone can guess it? No one? Yes. For this is JVM. Java Virtual Machine come to the picture. Now JVM come to the picture. JVM come to picture. JVM means Java Virtual Machine. JVM means Java Virtual Machine. Now JVM come to the picture. Now JVM taking tested.class file. JVM simply taking tested.class file links with Windows OS library. That's it here. So once linked here, then executes generating output finally. That's it here. Yes, same test.class file on another operating system. Let us take Linux OS. Now Linux OS, another platform. Linux OS. Linux OS with Linux library. Linux OS with Linux library. Okay. See tested.class. Yes, on Linux OS this is JVM. Here also the JVM, Linux JVM. Now Linux JVM taking test.class file links with Linux OS. Linux JVM taking test.class file links with Linux OS here. Okay. Yes, if test.class file is running on Windows OS, then Windows JVM taking test.class file links with Windows OS library. Same test.class file if it is running on Linux OS here, then Linux JVM taking test.class file links with Linux OS library. That's it here. Next one more. Suppose if it is Unix OS. If it is Unix OS, let us take Unix platform Unix OS with Unix library. With Unix library, then on Unix OS also this is JVM. Is that Unix JVM taking tested.class for links with Unix library. Once linked, then executes. That's it here. Okay. So let us take one more OS, Mac OS. If it is Mac means Macintosh, Mac OS. Yes. The tested.class file, yes, with Mac library, Okay. See tested.class file. Yes. JVM taking tested.class file links with Mac OS library. That's it here. So once linked, then executes. So what is happening here? Every time of changing this, that link is changing, right? The tested.class file, if it is running on Windows OS, links to Windows library. Same tested.class file, if it is running on Linux OS, linking to Linux OS library. Yes, if it is running on Linux OS, links to Unix library. Yes, same test.class if it is running on Mac OS, links to Mac library here. Who will do all this? JVM. JVM takes care of that here. Now what is happening here? Every time of changing ways, that link changes. That is nothing but dynamical linking. Dynamical linking. Okay, see every time of, yes, 1 second, JVM links java.class file with OS library at runtime. At runtime means before going to execution. At runtime are linking here, not creation of dot class file. At runtime, Java links, JVM links, JVM links dot class file, yes, with OS library at runtime here. So for every time of changing, OS, yes, link changes. Okay, for every time of changing ways, that link changes here. Every time of ways, link changes. Yes, it is called a dynamic linking. It is called as a dynamic linking. It is called as dynamically linking. Okay, yes, every time of changing ways, that link changes. It is called as dynamic linking. Okay, so JVM links dot class file with different operating systems at runtime dynamically. Okay, yes, here JVM links dot class file, yes, dot class file with different operating systems, dynamically. Yes, since dot class file linking dynamically, it's independent platform. Okay, yes, since dot class file dynamically, yes, yes, linking with OS library, yes, it's independent platform. Yes, since dot class for dynamically linking with OS library by the JVM, yes, it's an independent platform. Yes, it is an independent of platform. Independent platform. Yes, since dot class file dynamically linking with OS library by the JVM. Since dot class for dynamically linking with OS library by the JVM, yes, it's an independent platform. That's it. That's a meaning of independent. How JVM made, how dot class file made us independent platform. Reason, dynamic linking. Since dot class for dynamic linking with OS library, yes, it's independent platform. Okay, yes, if it is static linking, it's a OS dependent. See, if it is statically linking, yes, it is a OS dependent. Okay, OS dependent. Suppose if it is, yes, if it is dynamically linking, linking, yes, then it's a, OS independent. Yes, if it is dynamic linking, it's a OS dependent. Independent. Static linking, it's a OS dependent. Static linking, yes, static linking, it is OS dependent. Dynamic linking, it is OS independent. Okay, yes, since Java program dynamic linking, there is a OS independent here. Not only Java program, even Python also independent platform, right? Python also independent platform. Reason, Python also linking dynamically. So Python also independent platform. Reason such. Okay, since static linking here, that is Y is dependent. If it is dynamic linking, it's a Y is independent here. Yes, since dot class for dynamic linking with Y is library by JVM, it's independent of platform. Answer this is how Java is a independent of platform. Reason dot class for dynamic links with Y is library by the JVM. Then it's independent of platform. Now a doubt here. See, Windows JVM is linking dot class to Windows OS. Linux JVM linking dot class first file to Linux OS here. So Unix JVM linking dot class to Unix library. Now the question is JVM, is it part of OS? See, for every OS separate JVM is there. Windows JVM, Linux JVM, Unix JVM, yes, Mac JVM. For every OS separate JVM is available. Yes, JVM, is it part of OS? No. JVM is not a part of OS. JVM is not a part of operating system. JVM is not a part of OS. JVM is not a part of OS. Yes, it is from JDK software. It is from JDK software. It is from JDK software. JVM is not a part of OS. JVM is not a part of OS. It is from JDK software. JVM is not a part of OS. It is from JDK software. That is here. Yes, to get the JVM, we should install the JDK software. Okay. Yes. To get JVM, yes. See, to get JVM, yes, we should install JDK. Yes, JDK on your system. JDK on your system, please. On your system. JDK should be installed on your system. Otherwise, you cannot hear. Okay. Yes. To get JVM, we should install JDK on your system. Okay, fine. Next, one more important point here. See, dot class file with Java program. See, Java program dot class file is a independent of OS. But JVM is a OS dependent. 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 Yes. See, Java program is independent of platform, but JVM is a OS dependent. Okay, JVM is a OS dependent. Yes, JVM, yes, JVM developed in C++. JVM developed in C++. Yes, it is a C++ exe file. It's a C++ exe file. Okay, JVM is a exe file. JVM developed in C++. Developed in C++ is exe file, no doubt. JVM is exe file. So JVM developed in C++, it's an exe file. JVM is an exe file. Developed in C++, it's an C++ exe file. JVM is a C++ exe file. That's it here. Okay. Yes. Here Sunsoft developed. Yes, different JVMs for different operations. Okay, Sunsoft has developed different JVMs for different operations here. JVM for Windows OS, JVM for Unix OS, JVM for Linux OS, JVM for Mac OS, JVM for Solaris. That's it here. Yes, one second. Here, since JVM is OS dependent, since JVM is a OS dependent, yes, JDK also OS dependent, because yes, JVM here, JDK also OS dependent. JDK also OS dependent here, OS dependent. Okay, that means same JDK cannot be installed. Same JDK cannot be installed on different operations. Okay, so same JVM cannot be installed on different operations here. Okay, see, Sunsoft provides provides different JDKs for different operations. Okay, for different operations. Yes, let me show that JDK software. Yes, downloads JDK 1.8. See JDK software. See JDK for Linux. See this Linux for JDK. So JDK. Yes, in Linux also there are different flavors of Linux files. JDK for Linux OS, JDK for Mac OS, JDK for Solaris OS, JDK for Windows OS. See, if we installing a Windows OS, we should go for last one, Windows 64 bit. Windows 64. Okay. Yes. JDK. Windows 64. Windows 64 JDK. This you have to download it. Yes, don't worry, guys. It's there in Drive. Yes. Our Office software is available in Drive here. You can take from the Google Drive. Yes, in Google Drive. Yes. I will provide all these softwares. Don't worry, guys. You need not to download here. We take from the Google Drive. Yes, I think for almost all students shared. Yes, 1 second. Yes, frankly speaking, for all paid members, software shared. Yes, it's the instruction from the online team here. So as per the team, as per the instructions, shared. Yes, almost everyone paid. I think 15 to 16 members are attending here. Out of 16, 12 members have paid. I think 3 to 4 members are there. Okay, 3 to 4 members only remaining. Yes, so 12 members have paid already. So for them already shared. Yes, from the Google Drive you can download it. Okay, yes. So JDK software, next your class document, all these things you can download from the Google Drive. One second, let me show the Google Drive. Yes, shared with you Google Drive. Yeah, this is Drive shared with you. Yes, Mentra Core Java. So this is JDK software. Your class documents, Eclipse, and all this shared here, material and everything shared. Yes, this is with all the software, material, and Eclipse ID, and everything is in Drive here. From this you can download it. Okay. Yes. 1 second. I think this topic is clear, right? How Java made us independent platform. How Java made us independent platform. About exe file, about dot plus file topic is very clear, right? What is exe file? What is dot plus file? Yes, why exe file is dependent. How dot plus made us independent platform. These points are clear, I think. Okay. Yes. So statical linking means it's a OS dependent. Dynamic linking means OS independent. That's it here. Okay. Yes. Difference between exe file dot class file. See the differences. Difference between exe file. Yes, in document is there here. Exe file dot class file difference. See this. Difference between exe and dot class file. See that differences. Yes. Exe file. It's a binary code file. Dot class. It's a byte code file. Exe file is a binary code file. Dot class a byte code file. Exe file is a system understandable language. Dot class JVM understandable language. See exe file it contains program code, software library, next OS library. So exe file with OS library. Yes, dot class you don't have OS library. Okay. So exe file is a prepared OS for specific OS. Yes, but dot class is not a prepared for specific OS here. Okay. So OS library statical linking with OS library. Yes, exe file. Statical linking. Yes, it's a dynamic linking. Okay. So exe file is a yes already prepared one for specific OS, but dot class is not prepared. After moving to OS, then preparation starts. That's it. Okay. Yes, simple difference. Exe file dot class for difference. Exe file is binary code file. Dot class is byte code file. Next, exe file system understandable language. Dot class is JVM understandable language. Next, exe file contains OS library. Dot class file don't have OS library. Okay, next exe file statically linking with OS library. Dot class file is a dynamically linking with OS library. That's it here. So the difference between exe file dot class file. I hope everyone you understand about this topic here. Is it clear, guys? Yes, is it clear? Hello. Yes, guys, you understand clearly? Today topic. How Java made us independent platform? Please respond. Chat box, you can share the chat box. You can respond. Okay, unmuted. Yes. Okay, unmuted. Yes, any doubts? Is it clear topic?
Yeah, clear.
Clear? Huh? Yes, are you understanding
Yeah,
my way of explanation? Are you understanding clearly, guys?
yes,
My
sir.
very clear, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going very slowly, clearly explaining here. Next, one more thing here. Today's class, today's explanation, no trainer will give you that kind of explanation. Yes, completely that exe file concept, nobody will explain. Because even they don't know about exe file, but they don't know about exe file. Practically, they can't show. Yes, even in Google also, no websites. Try in Google, how Java made us independent platform. Simply, there will be 2 points. But no website will use this much of explanation. I'm sure it's my challenge also. No trainer in the world, even no website will use this much of information. Yes, that is my all my experience. Yes, initially I worked on embedded C, later switched to Java. So because of that experience only, I'm able to explain. Yes, I have a lot of experience. Linux based, very good experience. Embedded C, very good experience. Java, very good experience. So because of that only, I'm able to explain very clearly. Okay. Yes, no doubt. It's a wonderful class. No one will explain like this. Okay. Yeah. Not only today class here, going forward also you see, yes, every class very interesting. Going forward, every day by day, interest will be increasing here. See, generally, most of the trainers, first 1 week, they will explain very clearly and with very interested. But next week onwards, just losing interest, day by day, losing interest. Day by day, losing interest. But my classes are not like that. Day by day, increasing interest. Yes, for tomorrow class, very interest. Next class like this. Day by day, increasing interest. The thing is, you have to practice. If you're practicing every day, then get more interest in Java. Yes, if you're practicing every day, you'll get more interest on Java. Okay, yeah. So that today topic, tomorrow Java installation. Tomorrow Java installation. We have Java installation. Yes. 1 second. Drive. How to access here? Drive. Log into your Gmail ID. Log into your Gmail ID. Gmail ID. 1 second. Log into your Gmail ID. Yes, 1 second. See, this is I'm sharing to some Gmail. Share. Yes, I'm sharing to MN Rao. Yes, this MN Rao. This 2 at gmail.com. Shared. Okay. Your recordings. Your batch recordings. Your batch recordings. Batch recordings. Yes, your batch recordings. So this is 8 p.m. So this is last 4 recordings. Today recording also I will upload now. See, sharing the same MN Rao that NRI2. Yes, and share. shared. Now, how that guy can access? How that guy can access here? Yes. Yes, now log into your Gmail like this, login. Yes, then passwords after login. Next step. Yes, go to your Google Drive. Here there is a drive. Go to Google Drive. Yes, open Google Drive. Yes, open. Yes, not Gmail. Drive. You should go to your Google Drive. Go to Google Drive. Okay. In Drive. Yes, sorry. Go to Google Drive. Here they say share with me. Share with me option. Share with me. Share with me. See this. MNRAP course of 8 p.m. This folder showing here. See this. Here all recordings available. From this you can watch it. Share with me. Yes, log into your Gmail. Half log into your Gmail, go to Google Drive. Half log into your Gmail, go to Google Drive. At Google Drive, share with me. Open that, share with me. Yes, you can see MNRAP course of 8 p.m. Open it. You can see all recordings. Recordings, right? Yes, next. Next, MNRAP course of this folder also you can one more folder. Yeah, this folder with all the material. Two folders, MNRAP course of folder and MNRAP 8 p.m. folder. These two folders. One folder is for recordings, other folder is for the material. That's it. From this you can download. Suppose JDK, right? Is JDK 8 downloads. Now presently JDK available 8 available in the drive. Next I will put 9 also. So when move to 9 here, yes, I will upload 9 also. Now currently 8 I'm sharing here. Later we'll see 9 also. So JDK 8, next Eclipse and our class document and material, some programs, list of programs, something is there. So all the material is there. Okay. Yes. From this you can download it. Okay. So next topic is, tomorrow topic is Java installation. Tomorrow, yes, how to install Java. So next, how to install Eclipse here. How to write the first program. The topic will discuss. Java installation. Yes, Eclipse installation. And how to write first program. That topic we'll discuss tomorrow. Yeah, that's all for today. Tomorrow going for installation. Okay. Yes, tomorrow, by the tomorrow class, be ready with your software. Download. Yes. Tomorrow class, it's an installation class. Download into your system that all the software, documentation, everything download into your system and ready with that. Yes, go for installations. Okay. Yeah. That's all for today. Any doubts?
No, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
tomorrow installation. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very
Yes,
much.
binary
Yes,
codes
tomorrow.
means hello. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, binary codes
Hello,
means
tell me.
zeros and one.
Yeah,
And
binary code means
bytecode
zeros
is
and
what will
one.
be
Yeah, bytecode will discuss in
bytecode is
Java
what will
program.
be.
Yeah, what is bytecode means we'll discuss Java programming. Here may not be understanding once Java programming started. Once Java programming
Okay.
started, discuss about bytecode. Once Java program started, discuss about bytecode. I think this is
Thank you.
not to discuss about bytecode. In Java programming, I'll explain about bytecode. Okay. Yeah. So that's all for today. That's all. So thank you guys. Yes. 1 second. Just a minute. I think everyone in the WhatsApp group. Yes, I hope everyone in the WhatsApp group. Yes. Yes. If anyone not in the group here, share about details on my WhatsApp number or the group here. It's my WhatsApp number. Yes, 8171891123. Yes, tomorrow also taking class Saturday, Monday to Saturday classes. Don't think holiday, no holiday. Next, your name, your Gmail ID, share here. I'll add to group. This is WhatsApp opening. Here, this is my WhatsApp number. Anyone not in the group? Please share your details. I'll add to group. Yeah, it's 8 p.m. Goes Java 8 p.m. So this is your group. Yeah, great Rashikar Reddy. The response means yes, we'll discuss. Chat box not available. Huh? It's available. Someone is already shared. I think for you not available. See, this is WhatsApp group. In that everything sharing here. Yes, all is daily. Yes, yesterday's session 8, session 4th session also shared. All that shared here. Yes, even the document also shared yesterday's one. Okay, still anyone pending? Your details share here. I will add to group. Yes, anytime you can contact me. Yes, anytime you can ping me in WhatsApp. Anytime ping me in WhatsApp. Okay, anytime I'll respond. Yes, anytime. See your class students also already. Yes, see 8 p.m. the students. Yes, we know. Okay, 8 p.m. Yes, already interacting with me. Rashikar Reddy. Okay, that 8 p.m. students already interacting with me. Your batch students already interacting. Okay, they are yes some personal doubt, different kind of things they are asking me. I'm response. See that response. My response. 8 p.m. students. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. That 8 p.m. 8 p.m. student. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Yes, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. That 8 p.m. students. Yes, 8 p.m. That yesterday interaction is here. 8 p.m. students. Okay. Yeah. So that's all for today. So thank you guys. Let us find up. Let us find up. Let us find. Yes, tomorrow same time, same link. Same time, same link. If any link changes, I will inform you. If any link changes, I think chance is there, change of link. Chance is there, I'll inform you. I will inform you. Thank you guys.